Hey guys, this is Mike from Mike Buys Houses. Just reviewing some of the calls that we had with homeowners this week, and one of the questions that we got was how many house payments can I miss before foreclosure begins? So what I thought I'd do here is kind of just review some of the quick bullet points of what happens in the foreclosure process, and then at the end we'll kind of talk about what options you have in order to avoid foreclosure if that's something that you're considering or trying to figure out. So first thing to know is that most mortgages over the first 15 days are going to have a grace period where you're able to make that payment and really not have too many repercussions. So if you've missed a mortgage payment, those first 15 days are going to be key in order to save yourself time and money and headaches later down the road. At 30 days after a missed payment is when it's going to be reported to the credit report systems, and at that point you're going to have a negative credit score on your negative impact on your credit score. And as well, you're going to have to pay a late fee. Somewhere about 5% of your total monthly payment is something that you can expect. And just going back to the credit score for a second, if you do have a higher credit score and miss a mortgage payment, then you're actually going to have a more negative impact than if you had a lower credit score to begin with. So just something to think about. So generally, bank's going to reach out somewhere around 35 to 45 days, just kind of figure out what's going on, why the mortgage payment hasn't been made. There is a law that they are required to reach out to you at about 45 days. Can differ slightly from that, but just something as a general guideline. At 60 days out, there's going to be another negative credit score reported, and you're going to have another late fee put on top of your mortgage at that point. So the fees are just going to keep accruing at these points, but typically there's no foreclosure at this point. At 90 days, again, there's just going to be a report to the credit score system and another late fee assessed. And at that point, you may hear from the bank that they are going to start the foreclosure process. So typically at about 3 months is when they're going to reach out to let you know that they're beginning the process. And at 120 days, typically 4 months, is when you'll see that most banks will begin the formal proceedings for a foreclosure. So typically about 4 missed payments is what we see. That can vary. We've seen some where it's been years and the bank hasn't done anything. At that point, they owe so much money in fees and stuff that it can be hard to solve those kind of problems. So if this is something that you're struggling with, feel free to reach out to us. We can see how we can help you, or you can visit us at MikeBuysHousesPA.com and check out our best ways to prevent foreclosure. We go in depth on the 8 ways that you can prevent foreclosure there. But just for a quick synopsis here, some of your options: you can reach out to your bank, see if you can do something like a loan modification or forbearance or a short sale. That's going to depend on your situation. Typically, in order for banks to grant a loan modification, they want to see that the issue that caused the missed payments has resolved. So you're going to have to prove to them in some way that issue that caused the missed payments has stopped. Or if you're going to do a short sale, you can potentially have that problem ongoing and still get a short sale done. But again, reach out to your bank, see what they're going to say. You can sell the property for sale by owner. It's going to be a little bit more work than to sell with a realtor, but you're going to save on realtor fees, and that can be especially helpful if there's not a lot of equity in the property and you're trying to sell it and avoid foreclosure. If there is equity and you have a little bit of time still, you can sell with a realtor. There's a great way to try and get the most for your property. They're going to have the biggest pool of buyers, so that's going to help them generate more leads for your property and then potentially sell at a higher price. And with that, you're going to pay for their services and fees and commissions, but again, can be a great option depending on your situation. And lastly, if you are looking just for an easy button, feel free to give us a call at 267-984-4765 or visit us at MikeBuysHousesPA.com. There you can fill out the form and we can help you out. We can direct you in the right direction for your situation, even if it's not us purchasing your property. So if you are looking for no high pressure sales tactics or anything like that and just want to figure out what you should do if you're in the situation, then like I said, feel free to give us a call at 267-984-4765 or visit us at MikeBuysHousesPA.com. We look forward to helping you.